Alrighty, hello. Shoot. All right, sorry about that. All right. Hello, everyone. All right, I got to get my TikTok set up over here after I share this out. But hello, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. Let me see. I think I may need to clean this camera as well because, this one normally shows a whole lot better than this. So let me just clean this real quick. I don't know. It's always like lighting is always so weird in here. It's like some days it's really great, other days not so much. I don't know. Lighting is always so weird in this office. Yeah, that looks not so great. My husband really has to put he's gonna put overhead lights, he's gonna put recessed lights all throughout because this right here is not bright. It's not giving what it's supposed to give, but it's okay. All right, let me go ahead and share this out so I can go ahead and start this live over on TikTok. If you go on TikTok, it'll probably look a little bit better. It's the professor, Shakia the Professor, 365 on TikTok. So let me go over here and all right, let's go ahead and share. All right, 1 second. I gotta share it out. All right, so I have that all shared out. Now let me go back over to TikTok and go live. All right, so hello everyone. We are live. Let me clean this camera some, just to be on the safe side. Okay, there we go. All right. Hello. Oh, I'm so upset with this color right now, but it's okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. As you come in, just drop a hey, how you doing? Say hello, good evening, drop an emoji. That really helps the platform, that helps the channel. So hello. I know I've been live like 30 million times today. And Facebook and them really don't like that, but it's okay. We are going to do a little sublimation. I told you guys I would come back and do some sublimation because I had turned my heat press on when I thought we were going to be able to do the eco solvent conversion for the Canon, but it's just not working. So we can't do that. So since I had it on, I changed the temp to 365 because that's what I press at, and we're going to do a little sublimation. All right. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do a couple of things. I went into our little stash and pulled a couple of things. So I pulled Miss Cheryl wanted the koozie. So that, oh man, I don't know how I'm going to do it from this side because she wanted to know how I do the sides and stuff like that. I pulled one of like the little sublimation plaques. Then we have this little t-shirt for a teddy bear from Johnson's Plastics Plus. We have a puzzle, little small mini puzzle, and a mouse pad. So this will give you like a really good look at a couple different things. So sorry, let me get over here. All right. So this is something that's fabric. Well, I guess all three of these are fabric, right? But here's the, you know what? I probably should have did the same image on here so that you can see. Like this has a different color to it. It's like a, not say it's like a weird tint, but it's a different color to this. And you can kind of see the difference in the colors. And then this is like a stark white. When you're putting stuff on these, now these two actually have the same image. And this one is, so you'll be able to see like the difference in the colors and the fact that substrates also affect your colors. So these two have the same image on it. This one has a different one. Ooh, get from under there. And then this is a hard, something hard. So you'll see the difference in doing something hard. And then a puzzle. And as far as like, does the same temp and time like work for all this? People always say, well, what temp do you do for this? What temp do you do for that? And I think my colors are going out. I should have done a nozzle check. One of my colors is going out. But I always get asked, you know, is it different temps and times? And I always say, I use the exact same time and temp for pretty much everything. And I'm not even going to have to adjust my pressure too much for most of this, other than maybe like the, well, actually I probably will have to adjust. This is pretty thick. But these things I can probably somewhat do like around the same. I know these three, and then this I might have to adjust, and then this I have to adjust it and take it up higher so that, you know, it works for this because this is a bit thicker. So, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to sublimate all of these items, and you're going to get to see us honestly speaking sublimation paper in action, and then seeing how it is on different substrates. Okay. Sounds like a plan, right? All right. So we are going to get started. Ooh, I even had this. I probably need to print something out and I can put something on this. I just saw this like a little wallet thingy. So as you can see, I got a lot of Lisa Frank. I'm old school. I like Lisa Frank. So I went on Google and just pulled a bunch of Lisa Frank images. And yeah, so hello again. I'm just waiting for all three platforms to load up and send a notification out. Thank you guys. Thank you for the rolls, Jules. Thank you so much for the gift. Hello, Chantel Coles. How are you? Miss Shay, hello. How are you? Shay 40. Miss Myrna, how are you? Welcome in, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share that to Facebook real quick. All right. So I had to share that out. Lady Kim, thank you so much for the rose. All right. Now we're back over here. And we're over here. All right. Let's get into this. I am Shakia, the professor of SpINK 365 LLC. We are the parent company of Silaholics Anonymous, where I teach you guys how to use Silhouette Studio, which is a decent graphic design software for print stuff, sublimation, eco-solvent, invitations, vinyl work, SVGs, vector files. Like you can do a lot in Silhouette Studio, and from the free version of it. This is not sponsored. I am not sponsored by Silhouette America or form. I genuinely just grew to love this program and like to share it with you guys so that you can elevate and be able to do more when it comes to your designs for your business or your hobby, your side hustle. We also own the Honestly Speaking brand. We carry Sublimation ink, sublimation paper, which you're going to see in action today, pigment ink. We also have our heat tape that I'm going to use today, non-staining, non-marking heat tape. And I have an online academy, online for now. You know, eventually we will be a full-fledged one, 365 Creative Academy. And that's where I teach you to unlock your creativity through a wide variety of classes. We have some challenges going on the 16th through the 23rd, learning how to design your own SVGs and like vector files, like from scratch. So it's like a 7-day challenge of different techniques. And then we also have the one for events. There is a introductory price until tomorrow evening. After that, it will go to the regular price. Check out the website shop.hsync365.com. All right, let's get into this, right? Which one do you guys want to see first? So we have the puzzle, we have the teddy bear shirt, the mouse, the can cooler, or the mini MDF plaque. Which one should we do first? While you guys are doing that, I'm going to talk a little bit about sublimation and just like what it is and how this all works. So for sublimation, you are going to need an actual you're going to need the sublimation printer, whether it's an actual one or if you're going to convert a printer, basically meaning taking an Epson printer and switching it out from the ink that comes in the box and putting sublimation in it. I use an Epson 7720. It's the older model. It's like the best. That series, the 76 and the 77 are the best versions of like a sublimation printer. If you're lucky to get one of those and still have one, you know, do your best to preserve that puppy. It's one of the best ones. You're also going to need sublimation ink to put in there. You're going to need paper. Now, do you technically need sublimation paper? No. If you can print it, you can sub it. You can print it on a brown paper bag, and it's still going to transfer because of how sublimation works. Once it gets heated, it's going to release, and it's going to stick to your substrate. So you don't technically need sublimation paper to like just try it out, but sublimation paper is going to give you the best results. And there really is a difference between different sublimation papers and the quality that you get and how it actually releases and gives you those details. You'll still see vibrant colors for a lot of things, but it's like those really, really rich colors and then being able to see like really like fine details. Some papers give you that, others do not. You're going to need, in some cases, heat tape. Some people use a lint brush. I don't. I rarely ever use a lint brush. And it just might be because I only do 365 for 30 seconds. So I don't get those little blue squigglies really on anything. You are going to want some type of protection for your heat press. Now, the top of our paper does not bleed through. So you're not really needing to put protection on the bottom and on the top. All you have to worry about really, I mean, as long as nothing is like exposed, you really only have to worry about the paper for the bottom because it doesn't bleed through at all through the top. So you don't have to worry about that. You can use butcher paper. You can use parchment paper. You can use craft paper. You can use regular copy paper. You just can't use wax paper because, of course, it'll stick to your heat press. This is some old sublimation paper that is really not great. Like it was sent to us to sample. And so I'm not wasting my good old butcher paper. I'm just going to use this because it's just sitting here. I'm not going to use it. The other time, like I used this and it bleeds through the back. The colors were horrible with this paper. So I'm just going to use this as my blowout. It's called blowout because it's going to catch the different bleed and anything that, like, especially when you have a full bleed of something, you want to catch that extra ink. So those are the things we're going to use. Of course, I think I said heat tape. All right. So over here on TikTok, let's see. What did you guys vote for? One person said puzzle. One person said plaque. All right. We need some more suggestions over here or like answers over here. So just in case you just got on, we have the can cooler, the MDF plaque, a mouse pad, the teddy bear shirt, and a puzzle. Which one should we do first? And then let's see over here, over on Facebook and YouTube. Let's see the can cooler. Okay, so we got one vote for plaque, one for can cooler, plaque. So we got 1, 2, 3 for plaques, one for the can cooler. Over here we have one for the plaque, 2 for the plaque, a puzzle, one puzzle, can cooler, mouse pad, plaque. Okay, so it looks like the plaques have it. So we're going to start with the plaque. All right. So I'm going to move all this stuff over yonder. I'm going to go ahead and just cut out all of this is 13 by 19 paper. I just printed a whole bunch of stuff on here. Sorry if you can hear my son. Yeah, I think I need to do I'm going to have to push air. My magenta is going, oh, my magenta is really, really bad on here. Oh, man. Yeah, I need to, I'm probably going to reprint this. The magenta, yeah, because I can see it on my end on this one. My magenta is going out. Let me just do a print. Let me do a print head cleaning to see if that clears it up. All right, so I need a sheet of paper to test this. Let's do one of these little raggedy pieces of sublimation paper so I can print out the nozzle check once it's done. All right. So I don't want to waste these. So we're not going to use these because I actually want to I guess I can do this one, the can cooler one. So unfortunately, we're going to do the can cooler first because I don't want to put these prints on all those things because the magenta is definitely messed up. So, oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. I think I have a flag over here. I can just press some of these to this just so you can see the colors. So I have a couple flags, which I don't really like. Let's see. We have a mask. What else is over here? We have this little thing. Ooh, an air freshener. All right, so I'll put these bad prints on these. Germ key. Here. I think this is. Ooh, look. We have a Cricut infusible ink poster. So we'll do some of these while my printer does its print head cleaning and hopefully clears up that magenta ink. And we'll use all of this stuff on something else. All right. So I'm just going to put a piece of paper down. And let's do... Okay. So yeah, I'll put this on both sides of this. All right, so I'm just going to fold. No, I don't want to fold it because then this isn't going to land where I want it to. So we're going to cut this. Now, actually, I'll just tape it. Here's the thing. Whenever you cut this close to an image and you're right there, you're not leaving yourself any white. You want to protect your platen because this is a raised surface. That ink, as it's getting heated, can blow out, and that can get on your platen. So we want to protect that when we turn this over. So I don't really have to tape this down or anything like that. So it's going to go like this. I don't want to waste paper, so we're going to cut this down. We don't need all of this. All right, so I'm going to turn this over. And like I said, I'm just going to put I'm going to just tape this here just to protect it because that can bleed out. So I'm just going to put that there to protect it. Okay. All right. I may have to tape this because it keeps bouncing. So I'm going to tape this one down because it keeps bouncing around. Just put one little piece of tape there and close it up. All right. All right, I'm going to do this nozzle check while this goes. Oh, that's way too much pressure, but it's okay. So I'm going to do this nozzle check as that presses and make sure my magenta is working. All right, we're all good now. All right, let's put our paper back in. And for the other side, I'm going to adjust my pressure. Whoa. Because I don't need that much pressure. So 30 seconds. And there we go. All right. And then I'll put the other side on here. Let's get the majority of, I'm going to lose part of the car. Let's just get the majority of their face. All right. Put a little heat tape on there. And see, like, because there's a little bit that like bleeds out. That ink wants to find somewhere to go. Is this going to be enough for this? Yep. All right, just going to cover that side up because I don't want it to gas out. And then we're going to press this side. Whoa. I'm actually making quite a few things, Tanisha. I'm just doing different examples of like sublimation. So we have, we're going to go back over them again. Right now, I was waiting for the printhead cleaning to get done, but I have quite a few items that we're going to do. So now let me print this out again. All right, let me put this paper in and we're going to get back at it. Okay, that one is printing. I gotta push this over some. It's a little too tight. Whew. So it doesn't change the color on this side. And then here's this side. So I'm showing you guys our sublimation paper, honestly speaking. Well, sublimation paper and ink. And how the colors and things come out with our paper and ink. So there's that one. On here, it's not too bad. I mean, you really can't tell that there was an issue with the pink or with the magenta. All right. Does the code, so the code, you can get both. It's just going to take $5 off of both classes. You don't get $10 off of both. So it's a $10 code. If you take one class, you get a full $10 off. If you take both of the challenges, it'll take $5 off of each class or each challenge. All right. So that's still printing out. So the next one, let's do, let's see. Let's do, here, let's put, I don't care about, it's going to melt this. I'm not going to use this as a flag. I just want to press it. So we're just going to put this on here. Oh, you know what? I might be able to salvage it and not have to melt it. I just might be able to get that and not melt it because of the like where it is. So we're going to take this down because it is quite thin. And then I'm going to pull this to where like this part is kind of like a plastic. So I'm going to pull this to where it sits right off of the heat press so that it doesn't melt. All right, I am going to have to adjust my pressure because this is really thin. So I'm going to turn it to where my platen goes down. And okay, wait. Is it off of the edge? I don't know. I can't tell if it's off the edge or not, but. Oh, wait. I went the wrong way. No, wait. Why is it so much pressure? Okay, wait. Let's go up some. I didn't want that much. That's still a lot of pressure. All right. Okay, so that one's printing. Now let me print out the other items. So this is like a nameplate. No, that right there, the first one that I did was an air freshener. So you can put oils and things on that, and you can customize it. It can have any type of picture on it. And people just put, it's basically just an air freshener. Yeah, see, this melted still a little bit. But this is basically just a flag. This is a really, really like cheapy flag. It's just polyester fabric. Oh, see, I don't think I want to use this. See, this paper, so like this, I mean, this not even, I was just pressing it and it bled through. Like, I don't like papers like this. Our paper doesn't do that. But see, look at those colors. $30 seconds, 365 degrees, 30 seconds. So you don't have to use, I know in most groups they're going to tell you 400 degrees, 60 seconds, but you really, really don't have to use that high of a temp. I mean, really with a lot of papers, but with ours especially, even with the Cricut Easy Press or like a Vivora Easy Press or any Easy Press, you don't have to do those high temps. If you have the original Cricut Easy Press that's 350 degrees, they'll tell you that you can't sublimate with that. If you get our paper, you can sublimate at 350 degrees. I'll take one of these and I'll take it down to 350 and you'll see that it's still going to sublimate. All right. Okay, let's see. You printed this? Yes, my Epson 7720. All right, we're still waiting for the rest of that stuff to print out. We don't need this. I'm probably going to double up on those because it's kind of bleeding through. Let's see. What else can we put something on in the meantime, in between time? Let's see. Dang it, it's just... All right, it's going to leave it to where there is a small, there's going to be a small void. But again, I don't really care about these. This is just me pressing them until the other prints are done. So these are made, of course, for other items. But I'm going to press it. And it's going to be like a small void here at the top and like right there because it just doesn't fit. So this one, I don't have to use any tape on it really. I'm just going to flip it over Let that hang off. Ooh, make sure that my blowout paper is covering and protecting my heat press. All right. And I'm going to press this also for 30 seconds. I don't change my temp and time. Like people say, oh, for this substrate, oh, if it's hard, you have to do this. A lot of the times, you know, when you buy stuff from companies in different blanks, they're going to give you a suggested time. And that's probably based off of whatever paper they're using, whatever ink they are using. But really look at your paper, because your paper will make a difference. All of these products that I have, like most of them, the company said use 400 degrees, 60 seconds, 385, 40 seconds, and you really don't have to press for that long. Plain paper setting, and look at how rich those blacks are. I don't use premium matte. This is hot, I know that much. All right, so I'm going to do the other side of this with the one that says Lisa Frank. Now this, because this is exposed, well, you know, it's going to go on the bottom, so I won't have to cover it up. I'm butting. All right, we're going to do this way. I'm going to put a little tape on it just so that it doesn't move, because it's like in a really, really tight spot. All right. I just got to make sure that the mask is all the way under the heat press. And we're going to press it. All right, the print is almost done. After this one, we'll go back to what I intended to press, and then we'll go from there. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask. Love those colors. I have the same printer. Love the image on the mask. Yeah, I love me some Lisa Frank. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any questions about our products, about Sublimation in general, just let me know. Actually, it's not that bad because this has white in it. You really don't miss like that little void. So I definitely will be rocking this week. All right. Let's see. Did it bleed through? Oh, it looks like it went through, but yeah, it actually did. See, that's why I don't like this paper. This paper bleeds through. Our paper doesn't do that. So if you look at the difference, like you can see, I mean, this was like basically blowout, and it was barely even touching it, and it came through, and some of the impression is there. But see, our paper, you don't see that. It doesn't bleed through. So you can see the image here. Here you can't, because it doesn't bleed through. You don't need butcher paper on top. So you're able to save money that way by not having to use so much butcher paper. All right, let me go ahead and cut these out. Okay, so the one for the MDF are these two images. So let's grab, so if you're just joining, we're going to do a couple of things. The original plan, if you like, especially if you're on Facebook and YouTube, it tells you we had a puzzle. We have a teddy bear shirt, a mouse pad, a can cooler, and then the MDF, which where did it go? The MDF plaque. I didn't do anything for the bottom of this. So I'm not going to do this one. So we're going to just do the top part. So these are the ones that we're going to sub. This gives you a really good look at a bunch of different substrates. Something hard, something soft, something like it's a harder substrate, but not really like, so it's not super, super hard with the puzzle. This is straight fabric. And then we have the mouse pad. So I'm going to show you a couple different substrates. That's what these are called. These are called substrates. All right. And so the first vote was for the MDF. And then we're going to vote again on which one is going to be next after that. So we're going to do the MDF first. This does come with a film on top. So make sure that you take that off first. There's one on the other side as well. I'm just going to go ahead and remove that one also. All right, we're going to do the colorful side first. And just so that it doesn't move, since this is now, like, let's say if you did it where you just did like a square and it wasn't like an exact template, you probably wouldn't have the tape. You can lay it down, just fold it on top, and let the chips fall where they may. But I make a template, and so I don't want it to like shift because I don't like to waste ink. I see sometimes people will just measure and they'll do like this really big box and they're wasting all this ink. I can't stand that. So whenever I'm doing something, I try to work within a template so that I'm not wasting product. And as you saw, I can get like a lot of things on a page. So we're just going to position that there. I'm going to put my heat tape, one piece in each corner. All right. And then flip it. And I'm going to adjust my pressure a little bit. And let her rip. That's why I love your paper. Awesome. I got my heat press from, I got this one from Heat Press Nation. I think my mom got hers from Johnson's Plastics. Like, you can get them from anywhere. So these are Hottronics. Several people sell these. Heat Press Nation, Heat Transfer Warehouse, Pro World, Johnson's Plastics. So a lot of people basically drop ship these when you order it from them, and then it still comes directly from stalls. It's the same price no matter where you get it from. Oh, you do need heat gloves. Don't be like me. I never, ever really use my heat gloves. So don't be like me. I'll put that there. So same temp, same time as all of those other things. And we still have full release, full colors. You may have to tweak your heat press. I mean, this is a real, like this one provides even pressure, even heat. We don't really have cold spots and things like that on it. I'm actually able to go much, much lower with this particular heat press because everything is nice and evenly distributed. With your heat press, you may have some cold spots. You may not have even pressure. So you may have to tweak it to figure out. But I can guarantee you won't have to use 400 degrees for 60 seconds. A lot, like on average, some people say they do like 375 for like 40 seconds, 45, Some people do 365, but for 60 seconds, so they still are saving on electricity because they don't have to take it up to 400 degrees. But they'll still do like maybe 50 or 60 seconds for some people. But with this one, 365, I actually can do 360 for 20 seconds, but 365, 30 seconds sounds better for branding purposes. All right. Oh man, I forgot. Oh, there was nothing on here. Okay, I forgot to put another piece under here. So now for the other side, and heat tape doesn't mark, we're going to put this here. And because it doesn't have a border, so that I know where it goes, for my bleed, I have this line. So it's not going to actually touch my substrate. So we just put it down. And this is why doing like an exact template, I know that once I press this, my logo is going to be right smack dab in the middle. And I don't have to guesstimate about where it is. So as long as when I'm looking above this, it's like even spacing all the way around. I know that my logo should really be centered. That's nice. Great ink release. Thank you. Thank you. Shop.hsink365.com. So the same way it's here, just all together is the website. And I have ink on my hands because of that stupid eco solvent. So don't judge with the ink on my thumb. Oh, I'm like, where the heck did it go? It was too much pressure. It stuck to the top of my heat press. Ooh, that baby hot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. So there's that. Is hot. Whew. My God, that thing is hot. Ooh. She says, I need your paper. Head over to the website. All orders before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, get shipped out the same day. If you order tonight, it is going to go out tomorrow. All orders before 11 a.m. go out tomorrow on Saturday. This is plain. Look at the black, man. This is plain paper setting. I don't use premium matte. All right, so there's that. All right, time to pick the next substrate. So are we doing the can cooler so you can see how I do the edges? Are we doing the teddy bear shirt, the puzzle, or the mouse pad? Which one are we going to do next? Oh, I told you I wasn't working on that no more. I gave up. Thank you. I'm placing an order tonight for ink and paper. Don't forget the tape as well. The tape is amazing. The can cooler, puzzle, can cooler, can cooler. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3 for can cooler, 1 for puzzle over there. Over here, we have 2 for puzzle, 2 for can cooler. So that's what? 2 puzzles, 3 puzzles, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the can cooler. So I think the cooler. Miss Cheryl, are you on? Because I know you wanted to see that. Okay, so all right. So this takes a little bit of work in the way that I do these. All right. Let me grab the print. And my scissors. Okay. So I'm going to put this here. And then we're going to wrap this. Ooh, I may have done this one. Ooh, I may have done this one a little bit small. I may have to print this over again. All right, I am gonna, okay, yeah. I didn't put enough bleed on this. I forgot about the bottom part. So I'm gonna have probably a little bit of a white line on the bottom of this because I didn't prep it correctly. All right, I'm gonna try and get it up as far as I can to the top. I mean, good thing I do have a bleed on it, so it's gonna give me a little bit extra. All right, so I'm gonna cut this side down. So for this, you have to cut one side down like really, really, really good, like right to the edge, because we're going to fold the paper over. And then same thing with the bottom half. I guess we can just keep on this side and do it right at the bottom for here. And then we just want to cut this middle part out, as well as this piece. And I don't need as much here. All right. So these are no fun to do. Like if you have to do a bunch of these full coverage, it's not very fun to do this because it's a lot of work to do them full coverage. I mean, it's different when it's just an image on top, but for the full coverage, it does take some work. All right, so we're going to go like that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get it all the way around. Dang it, you may not see it. You'll see it on that side, not so much on this side. So I'm going to pull it and tape it. Our tape comes in 1/2 inch all the way up to 6 inches. All right, and then for this one, we're going to fold it under and pull it over like this. And add the tape. And I don't want it to blow out, so I'm going to just cover this part up with tape also. So this part takes a little bit of work because I'm going to have to press each side so that I don't have a white line. So I'm going to hold this up to my heat press, which you guys probably can't even see. I know on Facebook you can. Let me see if I can adjust it for you guys on TikTok. All right. So let's go like that so you guys can see. You guys can see. So I'm going to hold it up to this for a few seconds. Use a heat glove. Don't be like me. Okay, I'm to the side. Well, I can't see. I don't feel like I'm touching the heat press. Okay, there we go. I think that's been like 20 seconds. Okay, once that's done, I put it down and I press it. Way too much pressure. Okay, so let's see. I'm just starting to sublimate and I'm loving it. What are you doing? I'm new. Subbing a can cooler press. Yeah, so I pressed all the sides to avoid the white line. Oh, okay, there you are, Miss Cheryl. Whoa! I was trying to go get my darn charger and knock the whole tripod over. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get my charger. Sheesh, that's hot. Dang it. I knew I pushed it up some and I did the bottom. Woo, hot. So see, now I don't have a white void. Hot. Jesus Christ. I don't have a white void on the side. Well, this one, I knew it wasn't going to really come all the way around. And then the bottom, it just barely meets. This one didn't really matter. This was a bad one to do for this. I think I have one of my other ones that's like fully done. And you can see it wrap all the way around. But I don't see it in here. Because this one had white in it. But you can see on this side where the black is. And the image wraps all the way around it. And when I did the bottom, I pushed it to where it didn't go all the way to the top. So, all right. And then there's that in there. Okay. All right. Can cooler's done. So now and look, here is the difference in, so 3 different items, same image. Because of like the texture of this, it looks slightly different than this one. And then this one. The greens look slightly different from here to here because of the way that this is made. All right, which one's next? Puzzle, mouse pad, or teddy bear shirt? Puzzle, mouse pad, or teddy bear shirt? All right. Puzzle. Okay. Puzzle. On this side, puzzle, 1 for mouse pad, 1 for the teddy bear shirt, 2 for puzzles over there. Over here, there's 1, 2, 3 for puzzle. So puzzle has it. All right, so we're gonna do the puzzle next. Now I do need to make sure that the pressure is good, because when you're doing a puzzle, you don't want too much pressure, because then it's gonna like you really have to have like just basically firm pressure. You don't want it to be too light, but you don't want it to be too heavy, because that will actually cause more of the voids between the pieces than having light pressure. So I'm just going to put this on top and just check the pressure of this. Oh, definitely not enough pressure. I'm going to take that bad boy and push my platen down some. I'm shooting for like a 2 on there. Or right before 2. Actually, I can tell that's pretty high. I knew it. I knew that was pretty good. I can feel how it's pressing down on it. All right. It's hot. Same thing with this. I have an exact template so that I'm not wasting, and it allows me to see exactly when I'm designing it in Solar Studio and cropping it down, exactly what part of it is going to be on the actual puzzle. So I don't ever have like a lot of bleed and just print out something really, really big and like, okay, yeah, that's enough. It's going to cover it. No, I want to know how it's going to look in there. All right, we are going to tape this down only because it's a puzzle. All right, I'm going to put this on top. Put my hand underneath and flip it. Hey, Jesse from Cyclone, West Virginia. Your first time here. Welcome, welcome. She said, do the t-shirt teddy bear last because it's the best. Hello, hello. All right. I'm going to check it first just to be on the safe. Oh, it moved. Oh, I was being paranoid. Look at that. I was like, let me check it first. And you saw like that moved and there's no ghosting. Like our paper stops because that ink is snatched off. Like this, it's no longer gassing off. So it's very rare that you're going to get ghosting with our paper because it's like it stops gassing off. So that moved and shifted, right when I did it, and no ghosting occurred on here. I'm trying to do it so you guys can get a good shot, but it's still hot. I like those colorful prints. It's Lisa Frank. I'm an 80s baby, so I love me some Lisa Frank. I had Trapper Keepers with these type of images on it. Good to know about the ghosting. Is it best to use the bigger puzzles than the smaller ones? No, I mean, that's up to you. I have some that have a smaller, like the smaller pieces. It's just like based off of whichever kid it's going to. So like for Zion Imani, this would be good. For MJ, I would use one with, or an adult, I would use one with more pieces. But this, and I actually have one that has less pieces than this, which is great for Zion Imani, my 4-year-old. So no one is better than the other. It just depends on who it's for. So of course, if you got like a little kid that's for, you don't want to give them something that has like 1,000 pieces to it, Oh, the Teddy almost looks like Teddy Ruxpin. Teddy Ruxpin. All right. So someone said do this one last. So that means we're going to do the mouse pad next. I didn't lint brush or anything. I'm notorious for not lint brushing, guys. I don't get the blue squigglies and stuff like that because it's a lower temp, lower time. So I don't do all that. Like it makes it to where I can knock out jobs because I don't have to go and lint brush. Like some of these papers you have to lint brush for forever and a day. I don't lint brush anything. I see people lint brush hard substrates and I'm like, why? All right, this one doesn't really matter where it is. So I'm just going to feel around it and just make sure that it's under the print because I can still somewhat see the print. All right. No heat tape, no nothing. And we're just going to press that. Yes, the one I'm doing now is a mouse pad. And the equipment has to be Sublimation compatible. So if you're just starting, what you want to get is, if you're not going to get a Sawgrass printer, which is an actual like Sublimation printer, you're going to get an Epson printer because Epson printers are heat-free print heads. They don't use any heat. They use a piezoelectric print head. And that's what you want because if it's heat, sublimation, heat is what activates it. So you don't want it to start the sublimation process in the print head. So you want to get an Epson printer. You can get any EcoTank or you can get like the Workforce printers, as long as if it's a Workforce printer or an Expressions, as long as you can find a vendor that has compatible refillable cartridges, you can use it. We sell the cartridges for the newer Workforces. Well, we sell them for the older ones. If you can find one, if you have one, we sell the 252 cartridges and the 812 cartridges. So the 812 is for the 7820, 7840, and 7310 and C7000 printers. So any of those, and they are large formats, so they'll print 13 inches wide up to 47 inches long. People always think it's like just to the 13 by 19. Even with the small format printer, people think, oh, you can only do 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 14. No, we sell a roll of sublimation paper for 8.5 inches, and you can actually print up to 47 inches long. So you'll need that. You will need our sublimation ink and our sublimation paper. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm addicted to looking at my packaging. I love like these colors and all that stuff. So straight to the point, the colors of the ink. I just love looking at our packaging. And of course, some heat tape from the site as well. We have a paper ink tape bundle where you'll get, you can choose whichever size paper, like a small bundle, a large bundle, or you can get the ultimate bundle that has all of the colors. All of the sizes. If you have a large format printer. Well, we do have the gray ink as well. So you can get your paper, your ink, and your tape all in one convenient bundle. All right. So this prints, or it presses darker. You guys probably can't really tell how dark it is because this was a darker substrate. It had more of a bluish, grayish type tint. So these come out darker than like on a pure white. Like if I press this, I have the other one, so I'll press this to something else, and I'll probably just press it to like regular fabric, and you'll see the difference in the color. Oh, you're talking about the puzzle mouse pads they have to be sublimation. Yes, anything for sublimation, it has to be coated for sublimation. Going to order after the press on the Teddy. Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you for visiting the site. Thank you for your order in advance. It'll go out tomorrow, as long as it's UPS. USPS. If it's UPS, they don't pick up on Saturday, so those don't go out until Monday. All right. So now we're going to do. Okay, wait. Let's do. And this is going to be too. It's not going to be enough of it for that one. So because this is ceramic, I want to show you this as well. And I'm going to tape this down. And I'm going to tape this over it, only because that's cut right to the edge. So I want to protect that. Now I do have to adjust my heat press for this because this is thicker. So I'm going to turn my knob and I'm going to take my Plaque up to decrease the pressure for this substrate. All right, let's see. I did a vinyl shirt today and I forgot to lint roll. The sides got mucked up. Gorgeous. I love how the colors pop. Every time I watch you, I feel like I need to order something, but I have both pigment ink, which I haven't used yet, Sublimation ink, and all the paper sizes. But I'm glad that you want to keep ordering our products. All right. This is ceramic. Same temp, same time. Oh, dang it. I forgot about that. The tape will affect it. I did forget about that. So where that tape was, I should have let it go a little bit longer because that creates a heat barrier. So I should have let it go for a little bit longer since it wasn't just the paper. But everywhere else where it wasn't, like, so where that tape was and then like around it, because it creates a heat barrier and it made it thicker, I should have pressed it just a little bit longer to help that part stick. But all in this area, it's fine. I forgot because I put the tape there. On a hard substrate like this, you have to give it more time. But that's a good learning lesson for you guys too. So whenever you have like a hard substrate, and if you're like, this is why you don't need butcher paper. If you use butcher paper, it becomes a heat barrier. So if, some people will say, oh, I tried it at that temperature and it didn't work, like it didn't transfer. And the first thing I ask is, did you use butcher paper? Yes, because I'm scared. Da, da, da. That's why. If you're going to put a heat barrier over it, so when I folded this over and I put the tape, I created a heat barrier. So now the heat isn't hitting that part of the paper directly. So anytime you put a heat barrier, especially for harder substrates, you want to press it for, you don't have to adjust the temperature, but you want to adjust the time just a little bit so that it accounts for, like, it'll give it time to penetrate through that barrier. Make sense? So I'm actually glad it did do that so that it become like you guys now know, like if it ever happens to you, that's the reason why. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do the teddy bear. Oh, nope. Before I do that, I know what I can press. I was trying to figure out what can I press this other image to so that you can see this compared to the mouse pad. And I'm going to press it to one of those flags again. Okay, here it is. I know it's not going to be like the right size because this is round, but I just want you guys to see the difference in color from this one to the mouse pad. All right, I'm going to let that hang off the platen a little bit there. And we have to definitely adjust our pressure again because this is very thin. Incredible job still. Thanks for the tip. What do I offer for the Sawgrass file? Only the paper. We don't carry any ink for it. We have some that came in. I'm not sure if it's on the older series or the newer, but mine I even set up so it's still under warranty. I'm supposed to have some people test the ink out, but as of right now, we don't have ink for the 5,000. The Sawgrass 500. I said 5,000, 500. Okay. And then there's that. Where is this mouse pad? My lighting here is horrid, but you should be able to see a slight, like the brightness of this compared to this. This is brighter than this because this is on pure white. A mouse pad is not pure white. So if it happens and you're like, whoa, everything else was like super bright, and you'll find that you can take the same image and press it to different substrates, and it's going to look different on each one of them, depending on why did I have this on the bottom? That was because it was the other way. But it's going to look a little different on each substrate depending on the makeup of it, how it's made. If it's something that's fabric, is it a quality polyester fabric, or is it not so great? If it's a shiny polyester fabric, like the pillowcases from the Dollar Tree, which I'm going to do a live video tomorrow. I need to make me a peekaboo shirt. And I love the way that the Dollar Tree satin pillows feel. Like it doesn't make me hot. I made one like that before. So I'm going to do that with the Dollar Tree pillowcases. So you can come and check me out tomorrow when I do that one. But you'll see a slight difference in the color because this, and it's not even though I have my lighting is kind of crazy in here, I'll put it over there. This still appears brighter than this. And you will find that happens sometimes because of the different substrates. Okay. Thank you. These are so beautiful. All right. So now we'll do the teddy bear shirt. I have to pry a teddy bear away from my son. My kids are addicted to teddy bears. So I'm going to have to try and pry a teddy bear from him to put this on. Now this, I do want to pre-press it just to make sure that it's all like stretched out and nice and flat. So we are going to pre-press this. Okay. It's going to be no different than like a regular sublimation shirt. I mean, you can put something in it to try and stretch it out so that you don't have like it doesn't go underneath so much, because this does kind of like fold underneath where it's stitched at. So you can put a little bit of heat tape on it to try and keep it there while you press it and keep that part out some more. But we are going to pre-press this to flatten it out. And I think I got ink on the edge of it. She says, what the heck is a peekaboo shirt? I'll go grab my other one. I'll go grab my other one. She's like, what the heck is a peekaboo shirt? I'll grab the one that I already have. When the thing is pressing, I'm going to run and grab it. I got to run fast because we only got 30 seconds. All right. All right. Nice and flat. Now this, I pressed it too long. I probably should have lint brushed this one because I didn't have paper on it. That was just straight to my heat press. So I probably should have lint brushed this one. All right. So it's nice and flat. This is the front. I am going to put, I don't want that piece to get ink on it. So we're going to put a little piece of paper in there. Because I don't want it to get on the back of the collar. So put that little piece of paper there. And the front, I think I made this to where at least the front goes on the front. Oh, shoot. Duh, Shakia. You gotta put it down on the print first. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to make another template for this with it completely flattened out because now the arms are a little bit more spread out, but that's okay. All right. So we're gonna put this on top like this, flip that bad boy over, and I'm gonna. I knew you came out. Now this has like a little bulky piece right there at the top. So just want to make sure we have a good amount of pressure on it. I don't want too much pressure. All right, I'll be back. Hopefully before it goes off. Shoot, door was locked. I couldn't find it at first. Whew. That's hot now. Had to run. I know it was ready. I wasn't in the room. I ran out of the room to go get my peekaboo shirt. this. So you take a cotton shirt and you press to a piece of polyester fabric that goes on the inside of the shirt, and you cut the front. Once this moves, I'll show it better. I actually could have done this less time because it's extremely hot. When it's too hot for me to touch, that means I actually could have pressed this at a lower time. All right. Woo! A shorter time, not a lower time, a shorter time. All right, let's also see if I can pull a teddy bear away from my kid. So there's that. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can get a teddy bear from MJ. Hold on. And these teddy bears and the shirts are from Johnson's Plastics Plus. They'll probably fit on any bear, but you have to just test the size. So this is another one that we had. So he's going to change outfits. So there he goes. He's so cute. With his little bow leg self. Whoa. All right. Let's see. Here, I'll do one more thing. This was sitting over here. It's like a little wallet. And this picture is going to be just big enough for the cats to go in on it. So we'll do this. There's nothing, there's no film or anything on this. And we're just going to fold this again. I'm just going to lay this on top. Doesn't really matter where it is. I just want the majority of the cat's face. And I'm going to tape on the ends. It might blow out because I'm not going to worry about this part. It might come out this way, but I'm not too worried about it. Ooh, too much pressure. Woman, you're going crazy with showing us, but I like it. She says, well, darn, a new way to shred a shirt. Don't forget the paper in the top part. What top part? Oh, of the thing. I didn't need it on that one because it didn't, that part was fully covered. So I didn't need it on that one. Yes, it bled out a little bit, but I don't think that probably got on my heat press. This is more of a matte fit, like a satin finish than like, well, not really satin. It's like, it's kind of matte like. It's not super, super shiny. So this is like a little card holder. She says, you don't waste any paper. No. If I don't have to waste it for this, I'm definitely not wasted. Like look, technically right now, right? Let's say, what else do I have in here? Something that's small. I'm going to fold it again. I don't waste paper, especially for stuff like that. I'm going to fold it again. Look, okay, let's do that one. Do I have another print? I should have another one. You're not going to see enough of it on that. Definitely not going to see enough of it on that one. Here, let's do another Cricut infusible ink coaster. These are not ceramic. This is actually, this is like this is metal. I don't think this one you peel. Yeah, this one you don't peel. So this is not ceramic. These Cricut ones, the top is metal, and then it just has the cork on the back. Ah, dang it. I'm not going to be able to reuse this paper because I decided to do it like this. I can't reuse this paper. Dang it. But oh, trust and I would definitely reuse it. But I actually can't because it's actually bigger. But if I could, like if I was doing just this, I would fold that sucker again. I'll probably rip it in half. I surely would. And then when I fold it, like I can use this side, I can flip it, or I can flip it inside out. I can do all that stuff. So yeah, I don't like wasting stuff. Maybe you can't tell. I'm going to have a little white at the top, but that's okay. So when I do this one, I am going to have a little white. maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. Can I take it bad boy up? Well, no, I'm not going to put it underneath the press, so I'm still going to have a little white at the top. It's fine, though. Now, I don't know if I should be doing this with those. We're going to see. Because this is thicker than that. So I technically should not be doing these two particular substrates together. But we're going to chance it anyway. All right, let's see how this goes because one is definitely thicker than the other. Let's see if we can still get them to have perfect color in 30 seconds. I probably have to do like 35 because one is thicker than the other. Hold on, let's see. Ooh, not enough pressure. All right. What print quality do you use when printing on I use plain paper, bright white. Plain paper, bright white. Set to high quality. So I have a video. If you click the link in my bio, it'll take you to my link tree and you'll see where, you'll see my link tree and you'll see the video for my printings. I have a Mac video and one for Windows. I'm gonna let this go for a little bit, only because it's uneven. So we did about like 40 seconds. Still, aha, yeah. It's just hot. And this is the one where the magenta didn't fully print, like I had to do a printhead cleaning. That ish is hot. Now we're going to fold this bad boy again. I can't touch those. So we're going to move them out of the way. Then I'm going to show you guys everything we did tonight. Just as soon as I figure out what I did with this piece of paper for the back side of this, I have no idea what I did with, oh, there it is. Yeah, like I said, I knew it was going to probably have a little bit of white at the top and bottom, but that's fine. So yeah, I use plain paper, bright white. The paper from the Teddy, you tore off. What do you mean? You put a question mark. What do you mean? When I tore it off to put it inside, it was because the two sides of it didn't match up. So if I would have pressed it, the ink would have went to the inside of the bottom inside part of the shirt. So I put the paper there so that it wouldn't get on the inside. Yeah, it was going to have some white there because it wasn't big enough, but there and there. And this is kind of like the mouse pad as far as color. It's the same material that's on the mouse pad, so it's not like a pure stark white. These images came from Google. I just did a Google search for Lisa Frank, and they all came from Google. All right, so we did this. We did this flag. We did this coaster. This is also a Cricut infusible ink one. And then we have the other ones that are metal. We have the MDF plaque. It does kind of bow a little bit. So you can always press it the opposite direction to kind of make it flatten back out, but it will bow. And then that's our website. Here are the metal. Wait, was there a film on here? No, it wasn't. So there's the metal. infusible ink coasters. Oh, okay. You're telling me that's why I put it at. Oh, okay. Cool beans. Then here is the other little flag. Here is the mouse pad. And they look the same like that. Here is the puzzle. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, the teddy bear shirt, which where is he? Oh, we also did these because these are the prints that were technically like a little messed up, although you really can't tell. Like you can't even, well, this one wasn't. So this is the can cooler with the print wrapped around the side. Focus. There you go. This is the air freshener. This is the mask, which I'm going to proudly rock this week. And then there is I think this is the last thing. Then there is Teddy and his shirt. And every last one of these, well, technically part of this was done. This was like, what, one side of this was like probably 40 seconds because I had to run out. But for the most part, all of these, oh, I know what I was going to do. Hold on. If y'all bear with me, and you can ask some questions, bear with me for about, let's say 10 minutes, okay? We're going to take this down. So I want to show, if you have the original Cricut Easy Press, which only uses 350, we're going to take our time up to 55. I refuse to do 60 seconds. So I want to show you that. Let me see. How long is it going to take? It's going to take, 2 minutes to get back down to 350. So if you guys just bear with me, 2 more minutes. Actually, I have to print something out because I don't have anything printed out. I guess I'll print out another mask. I'll print out for a mask. All right. Hold on. Oh, and if you want to see how something looks on color, this is old. This is probably like a year or two old. But this is a Dollar Tree microfiber towel or rag, microfiber rag. It's gray. And those colors still pop on that. We didn't do this tonight. This is like about a year or two old. Yeah, I searched. It's called Lisa Frank. So I just searched Lisa Frank and I just started going through and I click on one image and it'll show me something else. And I just kept going and just looking for a bunch of different images. All right, let me print something out real quick. I'm just going to extend my background on the teddy bear shirt. I'm just going to extend the background on it. All right. So I'm going to print that out. And this is all our fast dry paper. I did not use any tacky paper for this. This is all fast dry paper. All right, if you have any questions for me while we're waiting for that to print out, just feel free to go ahead and ask. Thank you guys for double tapping that screen. We're up to like 8,000 likes. So thank you guys so very much. Hopefully by the time we get to the end of this, we'll to 10,000 likes. Whoa. How do you make the air freshener with the fragrance? There's like different oils. Some of them can turn this like yellowish, but there's different like oils or like just sprays. You can spray a perfume on it. Just spray any scent on it. It doesn't take a lot because of like it'll soak it up. So it doesn't take a lot of like the oils or the sprays. So it's different things. Like people put all types of different things on here. Different essential oils or just fragrance oils, perfumes or colognes and stuff. Just spray it just so that the material will hold the scent. I have no idea. This is really, really old. I really don't remember where I got this from. I did this when we first launched our paper. This is one of the first things that I pressed when I was doing like demos and stuff for our sublimation paper. And we hit 2 years next month. Can y'all believe it? HS Ink has been here for 2 years. And you guys have made it an amazing 2 years. I mean, I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for the support. Some of you guys were waiting for me to branch out and do it, and you have been supporting ever since. So I can't believe it's like 2 years. This is one of the first things I pressed when I got the paper. And when I released the paper. So almost 2 years old. Ooh, we're almost at 10,000 likes. Thank you guys so very much. All right, it's printing out here. I remember. Hey, Miss Johnson. If you guys are just joining, we did press everything else. We pressed this live, both sides of it. We pressed this little, which I'm actually going to throw this in my purse. We pressed this little wallet, like a little card holder. We did a mouse pad, a chapstick holder, a mask, a puzzle, an air freshener, a little flag, another flag, and the teddy bear shirt. And now, because we're at 350, I'm going to press another mask because there's a mask, same exact images on there, and you'll see, like you'll be able to see if there's a difference in the temperatures. Now, I didn't grab the actual like template for this. I wasn't worried about it. I just made the outline bigger so that it will cover the whole thing. Let's see. Then it will read Lisa Frank. Which way do I want this to read? This way? Yeah, I think I want this to read this way. I don't want all of, dang it, it's going to color my straps, but it's okay. I'm not going to put a piece of paper in here because I want you to see why I put it in the Teddy one. It's because it'll end up on the edge. All right, 350. Ooh, that's loose. You gotta have good pressure when the temperature is that low. Am I going to do another Zoom party? Oh, y'all want to have another one for my anniversary? Oh, I'm sorry, my Inkiversary. We can definitely do another one. We played bingo. That was so much fun. I'll post the link. I posted it before. I think it's on my Amazon store, but I'll post the link. Give me a second. Ooh, 11,000 likes. Thank you, guys. Woohoo! Yeah, playing bingo on the Zoom party was really, really fun. And we gave away prizes and all that stuff. When will that be? It is the last week of August. Is August 28th is HS Ink Day. All right, let me check this before I fully take it off. So when people say it doesn't work at 365, even on like a not so great printer, I don't know what press, you have to be using butcher paper or something. You got to be, because guess what? This was 350 degrees. Where's the other one? $365, 30 seconds, 350 degrees, 55 seconds. I'm telling you, it works at 365. If I can get this to work at 350, that's what I said. With people always say you can't sublimate at 350, like with the original Cricut Easy Press. Oh, it's not going to activate the ink. Our paper activates that ink at 350. Actually, can go a little bit lower. On acrylic, I do 312. Miss Cheryl says, yep, and I won the Vavor Easy Press. Someone else says, on. All right, so let's do the other side. We can't use this again because there is ink. Heat tape it will tape to this. So heat tape is a synthetic, like it has a polymer on it. Any adhesive. So that's why you can print to like clear vinyl and you can see it through it. or you can, even when you press to like regular white vinyl, you can see it through the adhesive side on glass, because adhesive is based like a polymer. So you don't want to reuse that tape. It will transfer back to your substrate. Ooh, I don't want it to melt the beads. It was fun. Yes, we got to do that again. So, but just follow me. And it will, I'll have all the information about like HS Ink month. Well, I'm not doing the whole month. I'm just doing HS Ink week this year. That was a lot. I did almost a full month of videos. I'm not doing that this year. Do I do tumbler prints? Of course. And I have, I'm going to actually start to do some tumbler prints with my Rollin'. So with adhesive vinyl, I did one. I just have to work on like lining it up. But that's a tumbler one. Ooh, look, I'm going to move this all the way around. Because people say, oh, you got to get it off. If you move it, it's going to ghost. It jumps up. It's going to go. So I'm going to purposely move that. And I'm looking for the other tumbler, which I don't know where it went. Ain't no ghosting over here with our paper. I've moved that sucker all around. That once it's done with the sublimation process. There's nothing else for it to release. So it's unless like, so the only time you're really going to get ghosting is if when you're putting your heat press down, if it shifted, like you hesitated and it made it shift, you may get ghosting from like that first initial press. But once that sucker is down, if you lift it up and move it, it's not going to ghost. Our paper, so there's a difference. Like people's like, oh, it's full ink release. Well, there are paper that have good ink release, but it's still gassing off. Our paper does not continue to gas off. So you don't have to worry about it. That's why like I don't really use the tacky paper. I only use the tacky paper if I have to maneuver and move it around. But just for regular stuff, I'm never worried about ghosting or it lifting up too crazy because one, you can see now it curls. So it does this whole dome effect, which it doesn't actually touch the substrate anymore. And it's done gassing off. So I don't get any ghosting from after the fact. So here's this one, this side, and this side. 350, 365. Is there a difference? Is there a difference? Y'all tell me if you can see a major difference between these two. So when people say, oh, 365 doesn't work, you may have to just because of like if your heat press has uneven pressure or maybe some cold spots, instead of doing 30 seconds, you may have to do 365 for like 40 seconds, maybe even 50 or 60 seconds. But if I can press this at 350 for 60 seconds, there's no way you're going to tell me that 365 on yours, unless your heat is completely off, there's no way you can tell me 365 doesn't work. Can you do Tiffany print and Gucci? I mean, you can I have a whole video. If you use Silhouette Studio, I show you how to make those prints yourself. So anybody can make a print. This is from an actual Coach bag, which is why this looks so 3D, because it's from an actual Coach bag. That's all flat though. When we turn it this way, it looks like it's sticking out. Anyone can make this. So I did a video showing you how to do this in Silhouette Studio. Definitely click the link in the bio. Check out my YouTube channel. I have two. Well, actually, I have three channels. I have Silaholics Anonymous, Honestly SpINKing. So our brand is pronounced SpINKing because I speak honestly. It's a play on words with the INK, but it's pronounced Honestly SpINKing. And then we have 365 Creative Academy. So check out my YouTube channels and you'll learn how to create these yourself from any bag. And if you're wanting to do something with Tiffany, you can get like certain elements and layer them and all that kind of good jazz. Here is, this is actually a cover up. There was a different image under here. This is a cover up. All right, y'all. I am going to Betty Bye. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me tonight. We got a lot done. She says very little difference in the black. Maybe. Let's see. I don't know. I don't really see a difference. But thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me. She says no difference. Jesse's probably gone. So good night, Jesse. Good night. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. Don't forget to visit the website shop.hsink365.com. shop.hsink365.com. That's where you'll find my classes. You'll find our products. You can get the same exact amazing results. We have the best prices as well, guys. For this quality, I mean, this paper could definitely be a lot more. So it is very, very affordable to get this type of quality. And this is all of these. None of these were premium matte. These are all plain paper setting. I didn't have to use like a heavy, like high ink output to make these. So it's really great quality paper. Check out the website. You won't be disappointed. We have sample packs. If you don't trust maybe getting a full pack, we do have sample packs available on the site. All orders before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time go out the exact same day. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.